When you're not as productive as you want to be, you just know it. Productivity is a major key to success. Spending all day in front of your laptop working on projects is being busy. But you start to become productive when those projects translate into huge results. This is more than time management, but about being focused. So, what exactly is the science behind productivity? How can you use this to achieve your dreams and make your brain function at its very best? That's exactly what we'll be talking about today. Productivity is all about results, but there are some factors stopping you from getting your desired results. You'll be shocked that some of these are the simplest things, so let's get started on the real reasons why you're not productive. You're addicted to your phone. Yes, we're in the computer age, and while this comes with a lot of perks, we can't ignore how it affects productivity negatively. Sure, the internet is now at our fingertips. You can practically run comprehensive research with the millions of resources available online, and that would help with whatever you're working on. But do you know what else is there? Dozens of social media apps. We have platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter that would help you get distracted in seconds. Then there is, of course, TikTok that many people just can't get enough of. And to be fair, the videos could be quite hilarious, but then before you know it, that's an hour that's gone by watching dance challenges. We're connected to our phones now more than ever, with Americans checking their phones nothing less than 90 times a day. Maybe you should try counting. But if you find yourself getting on your phone every 10 minutes, then that right there is a reason why you're not productive. So, how do we stop those notifications from going off every second, or that simple call from turning into an hour-long conversation? The key is to start setting limits on your phones. There are dozens of apps that will let you put a timer on the social media apps that distract you the most. You can set it to as little as 30 minutes, and that will prevent you from falling into the social trap. So start setting those limits now and see how much difference it makes. Spending a lot of time on making decisions. As insignificant as this may sound, many people are so indecisive that it could take up to an hour to make basic decisions. When you spend so much time making decisions, of course, you won't have much time left for the real thing. Imagine being distracted by the clothes you have to pick for the day, or what you want to eat, or even what show you want to check out on Netflix. All these decisions should be pushed to that time of day that you know you won't hamper productivity on something else. Even better, limit your decision-making time to at most 5 minutes. Choose and stick with it. The chances of making a bad decision on things this basic are quite low. An uninviting workspace. Where you work is super important when it comes to being productive. But when it doesn't resonate with you deeply, you're busy more than you're productive. Your workspace should be set up in a way that you're encouraged to step up and get to work. This is how you can reach your fullest potential. If you're a parent working from home full-time, which is the case for a lot of people right now, it is getting increasingly more difficult to get all your work done. Even students that have to study from home and attend classes online do not have it easy. But you can boost your productivity by paying more attention to how your workspace looks. That space needs to be away from distractions that could come with friends, family members, and even roommates. Set boundaries with everyone you live with, letting them know the time that you don't want to be interrupted at all. Communicate this properly with others, and they're sure to understand. Now, how can you make your workspace so cool that you feel motivated to sit down at your desk for nothing less than 12 hours all day? Let's start with your desk. If you don't like it, you can always invest in desks that provide ergonomic solutions. There are tons of them available online that are even flexible enough to let you work while standing if that's what you would prefer. These desks are different from typical fixed ones, as they're easily customizable to your height. Then you can work on brightening your space, making it look exciting. And let's be honest, no one will be motivated to work in a space that is dull with bad lighting. It's not even healthy. But when you use colors that appeal to you, get your desk set up to your preference, you'll find yourself being a bit more productive as time passes by. Not making plans for your day. You should always plan, especially with a detailed list of what you would want to accomplish for the day. Apart from having a nicely set up workspace, you need to know what you're going to be doing there, and we mean clearly defined goals. So before you're ready to get to work for the day, make a list of your tasks for the day. And not just throwing a bunch of stuff in your journal and calling it a plan. It has to be broken down into sensible chunks that you know wouldn't take so much time to get through it. You really don't want your plan to turn into a messy list, and that's only a recipe for unproductivity. A cluttered mind is a cluttered workspace, and that might even end up giving you so much anxiety when you realize how much you have to do. Categorize your lists into to-dos and must-do lists. Your to-dos list is everything you can do in a day, every single one. Then your must-do list is where you write out the ones that you must accomplish that day no matter what. You can see the difference, right? So if your to-dos list has tasks like washing the dishes, completing an assignment due the next day, writing a proposal due the next week, and visiting the grocery store, you can already guess what would have priority. If you don't get the assignment completed, that could affect your grades, and you don't have much time left to take care of it. So, list out tasks in order of priority, and make sure that you start your day as organized as possible. You can then move on to the others on your list when you've completed the most important ones. It doesn't sound so complicated now, does it? An unhealthy diet. When you have an active and healthier body, you realize that your headspace becomes clear enough to maximize your productivity. Your diet is way more important than you think. When you have a more balanced meal throughout the day, you're giving your body all the fuel it needs to support a good mind. So cut down on heavy carb meals and include more fruits and vegetables in your diet. However, it's more than just eating healthy. You should also include some exercise time. Even if it is walking a short distance around your home, exercising will keep your body active, especially if you work more in a sitting position. A healthy body and mind are the best for productivity. Imagine how different it would be if you took snacks all day long and spent every non-work time sitting on the couch. That's a recipe for disaster. But then, you need all the help you can get if you want to move from being unproductive to higher levels of productivity. So, if you say you work for 10 hours daily, let those be productive hours rather than just 5 hours for work and the other half for surfing social media. Time is something we can never get back after it's lost, so it's best to use it to the best of your ability. What do you think most great people have in common? They don't just work hard all day, they're also productive. They come up with great solutions to common problems because they're not carried away with distractions, but actually putting in that work. You can become like this, and it starts with these tips that show you why you're not productive. And that's a wrap. Do you have any proven method that has made you more productive? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.